Oh, and we are now low on steel. There are a few places where we could improve steel production. But not by a huge amount. Oh, and all the factories are now done. So Veracruz could certainly start getting some military factories. I mean, Veracruz ultimately is gonna want probably naval yards, although we can wait a bit for that. Because there are still 2 industrial techs to come along. Yugoslavia has declared war on Bulgaria. Bulgaria, I don't think, is in a faction. Yeah, there are still 2 military techs, so our industrial capacity can go up. And Bulgaria is not in a faction. Yugoslavia is guaranteed by the UK, so Yugoslavia is probably pro-allies. Bulgaria will probably join the Axis. And Switzerland's just disappearing rather rapidly at this point. Okay, so we can now go and assign these guys. Oh, oops. I didn't mean you to be infinite. I meant you to have 1. And then you can stay in that army for now. Give you the brown, which is your defensive thing, and then we just want you to have the most defensive commander that I can find. All of you are level 3. It's planning speed and planning. I don't really care about that. It's going to be you. Okay, your job is to protect all of our ports. Which will require 7 men. And while you're doing that, you can start training. Okay, and then any units still left to join can all join him. And let's also give you a different colour. We'll make you purple. Am I still drilling my airforce? No. Yes, yes they are. We've still only got 1.7 air experience in 4 years of drilling. Wolf Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Sorry, I missed that one earlier. Should boost communism in Yugoslavia. No. I mean, it's fairly tight between communism and democracy. I'm just always cautious about boosting ideologies because the AI doesn't do it. The German Reich formalizes the anti-Soviet pact. The German Reich has long condemned communism in all its forms and made diplomatic motions to defend other nations opposed to it as well. Now, the German Reich has offered states under immediate threat to communism a chance to form a pact against the Soviet Union. What are you doing now? No focus. Because it takes you a day usually to select what you want to do. War with the USSR. So the Soviets are now going to be at war on 2 fronts. I mean, the Siberian front takes a long freaking time to get through. But this is a very strong Germany we're talking about. We're still doing destroyers for bases. Starting to really ramp up your production. You've got partial mobilization. I don't know what to do about America. We're still building those anti-airs like super freaking slowly. Italy has declared war on Yugoslavia. That probably bails Bulgaria out of this one. Bulgaria has joined the Axis. Yugoslavia hasn't yet joined the Allies. Well, Yugoslavia is pretty much guaranteed dead at this point. Oh, there comes Germany. Yugoslavia's joined the Allies, so now Italy and Germany are fighting the same enemy, which is going to bring them closer. Italy lays claim to Greek territory, citing the Roman Empire as a forerunner to the modern Italian state. Italy has claimed the independent Greek state has no right to exist. Instead, the Greek territories must acknowledge Italian supremacy in the Aegean, or have it seized by force. Greece has joined the Allies. Italy has declared war on Greece. So this is now Greece and Yugoslavia. Unfortunately, their line is almost cut off already. So I don't know how many troops they had in Albania. Bulgaria could punch across here. Yeah, they could. I could build a wall, and I probably should. Yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start going... No. That's going to be the line I'm going to try and hold. I must be exporting resources to people because I'm getting factories. Although that's just changed again. Yeah, I'm getting 4 from trade. What am I actually exporting? I'm exporting oil to Japan, tungsten, and steel to Japan. I mean, one of the things that we could do is change our focus to limited. Engineering school is done. Okay, it's time to join the Comintern. We never did get Zepho. Well, these can be things that we get next. The Soviets have demonstrated that their socialism will transform the planet. The revolution we fought so hard for was only one step on the road to liberating the people. First of Mexico, and now of the entire world! Sorry, got a little carried away there. How's Yugoslavia doing? Yeah, not good. And we can now modify the government. Yes, we can. We can bring in the electronics concern. Now, if I wanted to switch back to Banco de Mexico, it would still cost us 75. I kind of wish you could switch between those at will once you've bought them. We want to have the Russo-Mexican guy, which we can only do once we're in the Comintern. Max speed and a huge reliability boost. We're probably going to want the Atlantic Fleet. But we can't do that just yet. And we can't do that one just yet either. Okay. Palpatine confirmed. Okay, so we have all 10 units now defending my ports. Guangxi has capitulated. But they did call the Soviets in, which means they're going to be fighting on as an exile government. That one. There's Yugoslavia, but they'll fight on as a exile government. And the Indian People's Republic is in Comintern but has not been called in. The Japanese are definitely making gains. I have a really bad feeling the Soviets are just going to get ruffle stomped. I may have chosen poorly. Is it me, or have they added more modifiers to the companies you get to assign to your government, the electronics companies and stuff? Yes, they definitely have. Especially for Mexico, which is one of the reasons I really like the Mexican system. Because, like, the Banco de Mexico lets your economy laws cost less. Oh. Oh no, economy law we've already done. This is export. Yeah, we've already got this to the maximum, pretty much. Pakistan has joined the UK. Pakistan declared war on the Indian People's Republic and improved artillery. That's a very small Pakistan. Now we can get rocket artillery. Oh crap, we don't even have these yet. Whoops. Yeah, we need that. As nice as rocket artillery would be, that extra 5% defensiveness is kind of a big deal. Alright, how are we doing for AA? We have 126. We have roughly half of what we require. Still not enough. I want to train some one of these. Just boots on the ground at this point. Boots on the ground. Why is Hungary fighting Romania? Hungarian war in the Kingdom of Romania. Which one's that? Oh, it's this one, on Venezuela. They are allied to Germany. I love how Poland's a major power. That's a major power. And this is apparently also Pakistan. Breaking news. Bengal is in fact Pakistani. Bangladeshi Pakistan. Okay, here's the next tier of guns. That is good. But this is starting to get kind of critical in terms of resource shortages. So what we need to do about that is start developing rockets, of course. There it is, international proletarianism is done. Oh, and here we can start doing plans. Interior defense plan. Adds land forts to provinces Chihuahua, Durango, and Coahuila. It's only one level though. March southwards. Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador. Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. Oh, integrate. That means you can call them, I guess. That's interesting. Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti. Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela. Well, then it really depends on whether we want to go aggressive or diplomatic. which makes them all communist. 0.2 a day for 720 days. Oh, but I can only do that if we're not in a faction. If we join the Comintern, then we'll be in a faction. So we might have to go realpolitik here. Oh yeah, this is the anti-Soviet Union. Well, if the Soviet Union rejects the Comintern, then that's what I'll do. No, they haven't rejected. We're going to do it because I want to join the fight. I can always leave it later. I think it's time... for Zepho. Oh! Artillery bonuses. That would be pretty good, all things considered. But I think we're going to get Zepho, Industrial Promotion, Nafinsa, because that's just extra factories, and those are always good. The government has been building radio masts and setting up stations all over the country. It is useful disseminating propaganda, but it also brings rural people into closer contact with one another. Zepho is one such radio station, but it is run by the Partido Nacional Revolucionario. Yeah, artillery bonuses are really good. And now, because we are in the Soviet Union Comintern, we can grab this, which means my tanks are going to be really strong. Ooh. That's a point. Now that I've got the tank developer, I probably want heavy tanks. Because heavy tanks are chromium and steel. Chromium we can get if we go after Central America. And that's going to really hugely bolster my infantry units. Because I wouldn't do heavy tank divisions. I would stick one unit of heavy tanks in every single one of my infantry divisions. Which would give them a huge amount of armor. Although this is a max speed bonus. It's not an armor bonus, which is unfortunate. It would have to have been the German support for the armor. So this is basically medium tanks. Well, we can always get medium tanks later, but it's the heavy tanks I want to get initially at least. I should also say I want you to deploy there. Yeah, we're going to split you up into a different unit and have you train and you stop. Just in case we go to war, I want to have these guys ready for a fight. The Soviet Union welcomes us to the Comintern. The Soviet Union's decided to accept our request to the Comintern. Henceforth, we shall stand or fall together. The Workers' Plight could not ask for finer champions. Call to arms from the Soviets. Of course. Oh, hang on. We will join your struggle. When I'm ready to. The Mexican Socialist Republic joins the Comintern. Earlier today, the Soviet Union and the Mexican Socialist Republic issued a joint statement that with the latter has been formally granted into the member status of the Comintern. Also against the Dutch, East Indies, New Zealand, Denmark, Dominion of Canada, Liberia, Australia, Greece, Comintern. I mean, we could try to go after some of the territories here. Germany has actually taken Curacao. Well played, Germany. So Germany's got their source of oil sorted. That's locked down. And then the other thing I wanted to do was you lot to join them. Oh, except they can't. Hang on. Let's just have you deploy here in the center. Which means I can then assign this to the training group. Like so. 150 AA. I feel like we need to get these AA now. I know we don't have quite enough, but I want to make sure that I can train these guys. Everyone's begging me to join the war. When I'm ready. Hey, Katie. Let's go with the heavy tanks. Yeah, I intend to. But I can't get the heavy tank design company. Because... reasons. What was I trying to say? I can't get the heavy tank design company because you have to be in a faction with Germany. So if we went fascist Mexico, then you could do that. Ooh, another thing's ready. I would like... rockets. Can I please have some rocket launchers? Let's get some more guns going. Although I really need to start trading with someone. Well, I have to be a Soviet Union. Oh wait, that's oil. Hold on. Wrong one. I meant that one. But we are about to get blockaded really badly. Take out Belize. And now I really need these guys to be finished soon. Non-aggression with Austria, I can accept that. So which war am I not in? I'm not fighting the Axis yet. I'm only fighting against the Allies. I'm going to have such a rough time against America because it's just going to be me. We'll probably get wiped out at that point. Why not start the invasion of the US? Because I'm still fairly convinced that I don't stand a chance against them. I have like half of their divisions and an eighth of their military industry. And the sooner I go to war with them, the sooner they can start up their wartime industry going. So I kind of need everyone to go in against them all at once. Rather than just me. I need them to be at war with Japan, because then they'll have shifted a bunch of their units away. So Japan! Come on! I need you to Pearl Harbor them. Hungary proclaims Greater Hungary. Having regained the land that were taken from them in the Treaty of Trianon, Miklos Horthy issued a proclamation yesterday evening that the nation shall henceforth be known as Greater Hungary. So that did not annex those two as I thought it might. Lend-lease with Paraguay. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so the Soviets actually have a good number of units over on this side. How are they doing? Actually, they have a fair number over here too. Alright, so the Belize is ours. I'm going to add this to your job, and I'm just going to add this to your job. Then you two cancel current orders and head back north. That's your job. Take their coast. This is why the Bolivar Alliance path is better. Yeah, I'm not doubting that. But better versus more interesting. And also, I do have that save, so I can always go back to that if I need to. This is Romania, Venezuela, and Bulgaria has fallen. Venezuela hasn't, it's just Romania and Bulgaria. Who fought over this? Austria, Hungary, Mongolia, India, us. We did very little. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on myself. I'm going to go pass a couple of times because this is player-led peace deal, so I want to have all the points so I can do what I want here. I'm going to say the Soviet Union gets this. And Bessarabia, I would say. That's the Soviet. And then Greater Hungary gets basically Romania. I'm going to say that Italy is going to get more of Yugoslavia when that falls. So this is going to also go to Hungary. Oh, and that bit's Hungarian too. Still have Hungary selected? I don't. Hungary gets that. Hey, Cuddle Bear. And that's the peace deal. Hungary got 8 states, Soviets took 2. Romania and Bulgaria were annexed. 102,000 equipment was seized. What? Are we at war with Hungary? No. So I really hope that a large portion of those guns went to the Soviets there. So a bunch of Germans were caught behind lines once that peace was agreed. Oops. Republican Spain's joined the Comintern. And that opens up another front once they join the war. Which is going to be very good because it will draw some of the Germans away from the Russian front. And they actually managed to connect up some of those fleeing units. Russia's flowing into this area, but they got hit there. So this could well get cut off, because there's only... that's dangerous. There's going to be a lot of Russians caught in here. Although it looks like... Yep, cut off. 12 divisions. What are you doing, Russia? Ah!